When two people decide to build a family, get married and have children, it is the responsibility of both parties, the mother and the father, to raise the children. However, oftentimes it is noticed that children gravitate more to the mothers. They love and celebrate their mothers more. Why is it so? Could it be because of the primordial roles? A mother is a life giver. She's the emotional support. She nurtures. As a matter of fact, she's a go-to guy for almost anything. And the father is the provider, the protector, the authority, the disciplinarian, and the head of a home. So many things to celebrate motherhood. Poems, songs, observances, films, literature, you name them, all celebrating motherhood. Not as much for fathers. The question again is, why the imbalance? Don't worry, just sit down and relax, because this weekend it's all about the mother's love and the father's sacrifice. It is your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, coming to you from the network service of the NTA. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Patience Eloy Abba, and of course I am not alone. Thelma.
Wonderfully put, Patience. Eloy, when we were talking, I was just thinking, I went back to my primary school, secondary school days, when it was the Parents Teachers Association. You know, back then, there was hardly an association meeting that our fathers did not attend. Nowadays, even in those meetings, you see more of the mothers. And in those days, it was unheard of for a woman to be the head of the Parent Teachers Association. In these days, now more than ever before, we have mothers heading this association. We all know that this association is the bridge between the parents and the guardians and the teachers and the schools where our blessed, wonderful children attend. We often ask ourselves, we ponder before and after our Weekend Deal show. We wonder, do our topics impact you? Talking about security, we're talking about you. Talking about health, you are focused. When we discuss marriages, relationships, we are focused on you. Last week, it was all about managing personal finance. We had you on our mind. Today is no different. And in a way, it's all about our sacrifice and our tenacity on the show. Because for us, like I often say, it's more than just a job. It is a civic responsibility that we here at the NTA do not take lightly, just like today. And for it all to make sense, for us to weave it neatly, for us to bring forth resolutions to the table, we need you to partner with us. And what's the best way to do it? Let's be interactive on the show. When the show takes up, make sure to send in your messages and your experiences as they happen. We want to have it real time. My name is Thelma Obaze. Welcome to Weekend Deal. On the continent and in the world is a thing of pride for the father, the person at the helm of affairs in the home, to take care of his responsibility by providing for his family. But does that negate his role in the upbringing of his children? Should he strike a balance, or should they strike a balance so that they spend time with the family, so that the children get to know them and have the same rapport they have with their mothers, with their fathers? That's why we're bringing this issue to the fore. We've themed it Mother's Love, Father's Sacrifice. Francis delves deeper. Francis, take us there.
Historically and culturally, fathers and mothers in Nigerian families hold significant roles. Fathers were traditionally seen as the providers and protectors, responsible for the financial well-being of the family and making major decisions. Mothers, on the other hand, were primarily caregivers, nurturing and raising the children, managing the household and providing emotional support. While these roles were once rigidly defined, They have evolved over time due to various factors, with more women entering the workforce and families becoming more nuclear or blended. There has been a re-evaluation of what it means to be a father or a mother in contemporary Nigerian society.
Let's get out of the dogma and the mythology of saying, oh, it's the father alone that should provide for the family. Let the mother just sink in. Well, when the two marry, they become one. There was a time in my life where I could not bite an ant. So the tilt was from my wife's end, who were surviving by what she earned and all of that. But over time, things change. And so you need to be able to see what particular shift a family is going through. There's no hard and fast rule there. Oh, it has to be the man. Everything the woman earns is just for her. Well, it's good. But in our current day and society, especially for the middle class and the low-level class, that is far from reality.
You don't know how difficult it is raising three rebellious kids.
However, traditional expectations still linger in some communities, influencing perceptions of parental roles to varying degrees across the country.
Where there's family oneness, and it's a family indeed, whoever earns more is no point. Because we are one. That's why they are called Mr. and Mrs. So and so. One family. They are seen as one. And that's not to say there are no bad times where, especially the feminine gender, when the chips are down, you hear Madam say, I am the one taking care of this family. Who are you? You are not the real man. And all of that. You see, we should not pride ourselves in that. I, for one, will even prefer my wife earns better than myself. Why? Because I will have peace, I will have comfort. She is a better manager. She will manage the fund more than myself.
As for the discrepancy in Mother's Day and Father's Day's observances, it's reflective of societal priorities and perceptions. Motherhood is often celebrated more extensively due to its historical association with nurturing and caregiving, while fatherhood, although equally important, has traditionally been less emphasized in public discourse and celebrations.
When it comes to festivities and all of these sheer emotional things, you see women more in that department than men. What concerns me with Father's Day, with all of the retinue of thoughts and feelings of programs, agenda, and all of that, for me as a person, even though very good, necessary, I don't count it as much. But when you talk about celebrations, festivities, birthdays, you find women there. So that's why, you see, women take their time to celebrate it. And I think women should also join them in the celebration. Because what is good for the goose, people say is also good for the gander.
This difference doesn't diminish the significance of a father's role, but rather reflects societal norms and practices. Therefore, Weekend Deal today is captioned, "A Mother's Love, a Father's Sacrifice."